Extremely challenging price action today. Let's go over the trades. Typically, we are used to having a good Friday and on our trades, and so today was down. We phased into the Blitz intraday, and it was down. It was struggling, so it was a good opportunity to get in intraday. The hypotheticals for the 200K, if you count the entire day of the Blitz and SI, is minus 10,300, and the 50K is minus 3,090. We started intraday, and so we did a little bit better. I had a lot of automation errors on the 200K portfolio, and I made some adjustments, some discretionary adjustments as well that helped us mitigate the losses. And so we were down 5,900 on the day, and I was glad to mitigate the losses the way I did. On the 50K portfolio, minus 2,400 on the day. And so it was a tough day. We came in on the week minus about 2,500. Throughout the last 3 days this week, we're down to Wednesday and Thursday we're up a little bit. For the week, minus 84.6290, and so that's a hard week. To put it in perspective, we were up 48,112.80 last week on the 200K portfolio, and so sometimes it is more difficult to have a really, really big week and then to follow up with a small, to give some of that back can be frustrating, because sometimes when you have this type of week, you expect to always have that type of week. So any type of losing, any type of give back can be more frustrating sometimes than a smaller gain than a break-even period, even, or a small drawdown, than to go through big gains like this, because then you kind of get addicted to that and you want to see that, and so it makes it feel more challenging than normal, just going through a break-even period sometimes. And so the psychology of trading is there. And so sometimes it feels worse than it is. But you have to keep it in perspective as to where you are. And so good gains on the month so far, and good gains last week, because with those gains last week, we were up on the month by about 26K. So up about 13% on the month. And so just a hard market to trade. We were long. We took the Blitz, and then we took the tick wave, and we're long. And so it looked like one of those gap continuation days. We're getting more mean reversion. Yesterday, the market gapped down and then rallied, and then sold off and rallied. Market gapped up, sold off, and then rallied. So just a mean reversion likes to go back to the Monday's close. It seems to want to go back towards the Monday's close during the week. Also, the S&P was up here near the 4,000 level. That's resistance, and so no follow through, but a lot of our trades, we were long, and then when we were stopped out and started getting short in here, as soon as we got short in here, rallied, it moved back around and started going up as soon as we were short. So worst case scenario day makes you feel like they're stop hunting or trading against you. I know some of that came up with crypto, and Sam Bankman-Fried, Alameda Research. There were allegations that they were, in fact, stop hunting, and so oftentimes it feels like they're doing that in the futures markets. These are regulated exchanges, and so it still seems that some of that may go on. It's hard to prove, hard to find out on days like today, but when you are exactly wrong on a sequence of trades, it can be frustrating and challenging. But we take our winners with the losers with up on the month. Let's go over the trades on the day. So go over the Blitz first. You can see EVP1 was up on the day. Had this short trade, no follow through, shorted again. It stopped out on the trailing stop loss, shorted again, then reversed it along. And so just a tricky kind of a day. Gap fill and reverse type market is coming through now more than we've seen it in a while. Zigzag was down on the day. That usually does well, has a high percentage of winners, but today it was down. And so parabolic VSD minus 1325. Adaptive moving averages were beat up today, minus 21.37 and minus 27.37. And so I'll have the portfolio calculator updated. Definitely, I sent out a message intraday to phase in. If you didn't, and you can get in on Monday. We're trading Monday through Wednesday next week, and so it will be a better time to trade. And so looking for some tone to this market. A surprise, we had a VIX divergence 3 days in a row where the NASDAQ is down 3 days. The closes are down 3 days in a row. That's the S&P. S&P is down Wednesday and Thursday, up on Friday. And so it was 2 days in a row of VIX divergence. The NASDAQ down 3 days in a row. Down here, down here, down here. These are so close together, though. It's not that significant. But the NASDAQ and S&P are down 3 days in a row. And the VIX is also down 3 days in a row, which is interesting. And so I really thought the market should have gone up today. And it really, speaks to the nature of stealth bull markets and stop running and constant pulling back. And then maybe you get a gap up on Sunday night. I don't know. But next week is Thanksgiving, and so oftentimes light holidays give those rallies. It's really surprised at how long it's taking to get this going. Let's take a look at what happened last week. On Thursday of last week, we had this massive rally that was over 5%, and the market stayed up here. It stayed up here. So I would expect a second leg. Maybe the market moved up here, maybe into the end of the year. I don't know. It could potentially take out these, or it could roll over. But it's hard to get any traction on the downside, hard to short the market. It's also hard to go long in the market. S&P strategies, we went over some in the Blitz today. Tick Fader was profitable. Tick Count Trend had some nice trades. Those are some nice trades right there. And then Tick Wave was down on the day. Now this looked like a pretty good trade to me. After it came in here and filled this gap, I thought it was off to the races. I thought the S&P was going to rally, but it had to pull back again and then rally. And so, that's the result on the day, the result on the week. Once again, these are the results for the portfolios as we go into the weekend, and down on the week, up on the month, and those are the trades on the day as of Friday, November the 18th, 2022.
Hey, David Bean here. Welcome to Capstone Trading Systems YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of algorithmic traders. We are real money traders. We share our winning streaks, we share our losing streaks, as well as market updates, strategies, and coding tips.